Hello, everyone, and welcome to Client Spotlight. My guest has been a client of Cultivate's for over a year and a half and has had tremendous success and growth. And her company is amazing in the digital marketing space. And I thought it was important for the world to know about the company. So stay tuned to learn more. Let me introduce to you Eden Spodek of Spodek Co. Hi, Eden.
Hi, Tina. Thank you so much for having me here today and giving me the opportunity to talk about Spodek Co. and Cultivate Advisors and other things with you.
Yeah, it's great to have you. And like I said, we've been working together for a year and a half, maybe a little longer.
About that.
And as advisor, yes, I help you with your business, but really I feel like, we've become friends and really working in the business with you. And I'm super proud of what you've done, and I really want to use this opportunity for you to share it with the world. Can you tell me in a short, 30 seconds or less, tell the world what Eden and Spodek Co. are all about?
Sure. We're a full-service digital marketing and communications company. We started in 2010. It was just me in those days. Now we've got a full team, and we cover the gamut of skill sets from digital and strategy, website development, content execution, social media management, email marketing, SEO, influencer relations, teaching, training, coaching, and probably anything in between that spectrum because our clients have needed those services and we've developed them.
Yeah, and you've developed a great team. So like you said, it's not just your brain. You have a whole team of people. I can say from experience too that you've done some amazing work with some of my other clients. So I appreciate you being someone that obviously I can easily refer.
Thank you.
Who's your ideal client? Who do you love working with? What kind of space is that?
So it's all very interesting because some of that we love working with all of our clients now. We just have really great ones, and I think it's mostly because we look for clients who have a shared value system. We share the desire to succeed and be the best we can be and work together to get there. We accept all challenges and don't say no to any of them. So I think clients who really have that tenacity and want to get ahead and just always do better tend to fit really well with us because that's how we work, and we always just want to make our clients the best that they can be, and we feel by doing so we're the best that we can be.
Sure. And even though you do some of those like web design or social media, you're very similar to Cultivate in that you're looking to partner with who you work with. So it may start with the web design, but then it's ongoing. It's in digital space, it's not a one and done. So I see that from my perspective too, that, you've had long-standing clients working with them side by side. And like you said, if you have the same core values and you're constantly looking for the growing and being innovative, you're really a business partner on the digital side to your clients.
We are. And in addition to working with companies and their businesses either in the B2B or B2C space, we also partner with several agencies as a complementary service. So you're absolutely right. We become their digital department, digital partner, however you want to look at that. So we're really proud of that. And we've built longstanding relationships with those agencies too.
And I know from knowing your client base, you have solopreneurs all the way to large nonprofit type, corporations that have boards of directors and everything in between, which is pretty amazing that you're able to provide such great outcomes and, just a presence in the digital space with everything from a one person to a conglomerate. So I think that's pretty amazing.
Thanks. Well, we've been doing it for a long time.
There you go. and like I said, you've got a great team.
Yeah, and I would credit a lot of that to the team. And I think most of us have worked in both agency and client side and have experience from both. And when you work in some of the larger agencies, which a few of us have, you're exposed to so many different organizations and niches that, you just get you're able to switch on and off if that's something that you like. I'm the type of person, and so are several, I think most of the team members, it's probably something that we all have in common, and that's why we get along so well. We really like variety and diversity in the work that we're doing. So it just makes it more interesting and fun.
And speaking of fun, do you have either a real fun story with a particular client you've had in the past or current, or just something you're super proud of that you were able to do with a client?
Sure. I actually have one short one, and it's from a long time ago, but it's probably, one thing I was really, one of the things that excited me most when I first got into working on my own. And then I have a more recent one that I would say I'm probably most proud of, if you'll indulge me. I was actually hired by a European film production company to help launch their film at TIFF, which is the Toronto International Film Festival. And so that was pretty special and pretty exciting. And I actually got to have a closed room influencer event with the star of the film. It was a family film, so I invited mom bloggers and their kids, and it was amazing. So that's probably one of the most fun stories. Yeah, and I got to be, all around the festival. I don't know if I was famous. It was a fun thing. I think one of the programs I'm most proud of today, and I am proud of most of the work that we do, especially when it comes to helping others. But one that I'm really excited about is there was the first travel blogger set up the first online community for women who travel. It was primarily, but not exclusively, focused on solo travel. Her family sold the business to another woman who said, I want to take this. I want to treasure the legacy. I need help. And then, see where it takes me. So we started working with them about a year ago. We helped to preserve the legacy. We helped with some of the initial marketing of the program. We then migrated to helping basically pivot the business in a planned pivot to the new, larger strategy, and really rebranding it for the new owner. And it just, all the while preserving the legacy of the founder. Mm-hmm. So that's been really special. And we're still working on it today. The new owner is just such a dynamo, and we've all learned so much from each other. So that's been really exciting. And I'm really, honored and proud to be part of that.
Yeah. And to have such a, like you said, businesses, especially in 2020, there's a lot of pivoting and changing, and even regardless of what's going on in the world today, like if you're not innovative and looking at the future, right, and prepping for that, businesses can die or brands can die. And so to be able to preserve that whole legacy for so long and refresh it, give it a new little flair, but yet keep the old, that's pretty cool. What is one thing that you find yourself having to educate the world on when either, talking with prospects or just other business owners in your space? What is something that you see come up often that is either a misconception or that people don't quite understand? What can you share with the world from an educational?
Sure. I think the importance of having a strategy when it comes to your marketing, especially your digital marketing, and the importance of having measurable objectives.
Sure.
And understanding that vanity metrics aren't necessarily what's moving the needle. We're all about helping to move your business forward at all stages of the funnel. And so I would say that's the biggest thing, is just getting them to understand that, more followers on a social media channel, for example, isn't necessarily going to give them the results that they're looking for. It's going to give them more followers on that channel.
Right. That's a great point. I would rather have, 200 followers that know and like my brand or my business or my services versus 200,000 who are from another country or not business owners, or, it might look great, but it's not going to turn into sales. So
exactly.
Very cool point.
And to be strategic. So many people just think they can just slap something online and that strategy doesn't matter, but it does really, it makes a huge difference.
What would you say to the world of other business owners like yourself who maybe don't have a trusted partner like an advisor? What has that done for you? What would your advice be?
probably the biggest thing that it gives me is the confidence to make the right decisions for the business in such a way that, sometimes being a business owner, even if you know other business owners, it can be lonely. There's certain things you don't want to talk to them about. There's things you can't talk to your team about. There's things your partner or family just don't understand enough about or aren't interested in to talk to. I know, that's not, I don't really talk much about, no, and I don't talk much about business to my husband, for example, but having somebody who really has taken the time to understand the business, understand me, understand the dynamics behind the scenes, and with with clients, with team members on a day-to-day basis, and really can help be that sounding board is a huge thing, and it really brings confidence to the decisions that I make. And so I'd say, and probably the biggest areas where it's been invaluable is bringing me to a point where I have to understand the finances behind the business, because I was one of those business owners, even though I was good in math in school, who kind of ignored that side of the business. And for a long time, I certainly don't now. And also on the human resourcing and staffing side, and just how to make team members accountable for their work and how to make sure that the business is profitable. And I think without an advisor, I wouldn't be on the track or the company, I shouldn't say me, it's the company. The business would not be on the track that it's on now.
That's awesome. And glad to be part of it. And you're right.
Thank you. Glad you're
part of it. Everything comes down to, even if you don't go into business to make profit, it's your passion. You enjoy helping people, right? It's we don't go into business to lose money. So it really is about the profits, but everything kind of comes to the financial piece of it. So even when you talk about staff, right, if you have the wrong people on the team and they're not as efficient as it could be, or in a case like yours where you have billable time, like you could be billing more than what you're charging the client. So even though I think a lot of business owners like yourself are like originally, like you were originally, with kind of like not really paying as much attention to the financials, there's so many other pieces of that do boil down to it, and it's not scary. And unlike you, I'm not good at math. I'm great at financials, but I have to, I find myself like 10 plus 10 and then go, oh, I should have known that. Anything else? Any last words to the world about Spodek Co?
During these, I don't want to say these challenging times or unprecedented times, because everybody's so sick of those terms.
We've heard that a lot.
I think, you tapping me on the shoulder just before the lockdown and saying, let's go, let's make a plan, meant that we as a business and a team were out of the gate from the first business day. That, we're virtual. Our company is based mostly in Toronto, although our clients are international, primarily in North America, but international. We have worked virtual, but working during a crisis, a pandemic, is different, even though we're all used to working from home. We were able to hit the ground running on March 16th. We were able to be there and support our clients. We made some changes internally to provide more support for our clients. And, that's been invaluable. Yes, I think like most businesses, we've had a couple casualties on the client side. We've had a couple that have had to slow things down for a while. We've also been really fortunate, knock wood, that we've been able to build and bring in new clients. And I don't know that would have happened without, your help, Tina. So.
Well, I appreciate that. That was unexpected, and I appreciate the kind words. And honestly, like I said in the beginning, we've been working together for a while, and I truly do treat your business the same as mine. So we celebrate the ups, and we have a lot of those, and we celebrate some of those challenges, and we work through them as a team. So I'm glad to be part of it. I'm glad that I was able to support you during COVID and all the years before and years to come.
Exactly. And, you just learn to bounce right up. And I think having you as an advisor helps me to bounce back up after a dip or a low, a negative, and be positive for the team and for clients, and just say, now it's a different hour. Today's another day. We're just going to move forward. And that's, the way that we operate, and everybody's so happy and just wants to keep working, and we move forward and do the best we can for our client.
Thank you very much for your time today, Eden. I appreciate all your insight, and we will, put it out to the world and hopefully make a difference to others.
Great. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Stay safe and well.
If you're looking for digital strategists and a team of experts for your company, please reach out to Eden Spodek. Grab 30 minutes on her calendar to have a consultation that is complimentary. If you would like more information on Cultivate Advisors and how we help small business owners grow and scale their companies, visit cultivateadvisors.com. If you would like a free 2-hour advising session with myself, email me at tina@cultivateadvisors.com and we'll get that scheduled right away. Thank you for listening today.